There's a subtle art to this, pulling cards when they say Boricua's got no part to this. Apart from this, tearing apart your artifice. These revisionist histories, weak arguments. Man, you niggas is pussy, drop your coordinates. Fallen enemies, just use their head like an ornament. Son at all these niggas and drop them off at the orphanage. What's your pronouns? Should I call you sis? Or you a stud, huh? You just a harder bitch. So you notice that? I mean, it's hard to miss. Now tell me, who's afraid of the harbingers? Shit, they called the son of man, the son of carpenter. And I'm a vomiter, sharpshooter, harvester, real nigga, hustler, always been the moniker. Take a little money, leave a little on the vestibule. Niggas popping shit, apologize if they on festival. You see what peer pressure through the message boards will mess with you. The higher up you climb, the more people that are testing you. Nigga, let your nuts hang, better drop your testicles, cause I ain't out here putting no pussies up on a pedestal. New devils, new levels that you gotta wrestle through. On the road to decimals, mix and master the decibels. Hove told me you better finish your breakfast, dude. Little niggas eat your motherfucking vegetables. I ain't got punchlines, I drive mortars, push boundaries and high waters. Farming all the aura, we shining bright like aurora. Before you find out morals, I know that it's fucking torture that me and my amigos. All of my egos, I shine, you shine, nigga, we glow. You know my CeeLo, clocking at the Nero. 1 0 0 0 0 0. Why you talking like we on the same tribe, same vibe, got the same guy, but I know, nigga, I know. Better with a bad bitch, skin darker than the Congo. Take me to the crib and she blow me like a trombone. Pistol got a mini drum, that's my little bongo. We ain't squashing no beef like Mofongo. 36 chambers, training in the dojo. Quid pro quo, pro bono is a no-no. Outside like a GoPro for the blood of my bros. Still fucked up, half Tommy killed Manolo. We ain't in Kansas, no more Toto. Real niggas going extinct, you fucking dodos. Bitch says she want a ring, but I ain't Frodo. Now let me tell you something if you ain't know though. I'm certified, no blue check, just blue faces. Living life like I've been holding a pair of aces. No felonies, but a couple of close cases. Fuck the white man, I ain't trusting no Caucasians. Me and my niggas spitting like flat. If you ain't got a strap, better go and get a gat. If you touch one of mine, you ain't leaving here intact. That's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact. Me and my amigos, all of my Negroes, I shine, you shine, nigga, we glow. You know my CeeLo, clocking at the Nero. 1 0 0 0 0 0. So why you talking like we on the same side? Same tribe, same vibe, got the same guy, but I know, nigga, I know better.
Really serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't coming, no legislation. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, prosecuted as a teen. The godfather of Martin Luther King. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never let your enemy, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute, my brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. There's more of us in jail than there was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no foot in no bed. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brother told me how to be a man. I came with my roots, I did. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came
They always say it's someone better, and I ain't met that one yet. Life is just a game. I'm on a winning streak. Who what next? I peeped the whole setup, flipped the script, and now they upset only came for mine. I took the time and left the extras in the whoop-de-whoop. Chain on Fruity Loops, they come to take your breakfast. Being honest is not an option. You a bitch, I'm being modest. Co-sign to stand by it. 2 on point to stand by me. Drive my Hot Wheel like a Johnny, that's the truth. I'm a lion running loose. I'm a giant to the moon, that's where I take it. And that's word to this war scarf. I'm there before the war start. Word to leave your whole mind polluted. Keep a pure heart. I'm hands on, I ain't coddle. This shit hitting like a bad kid. Got an air, let them hear. I better duck like Donald. I picked up cause all the violence. Plus I'm hated cause I'm honest. Real niggas, none left. One West is where you find us. You a spark. I'm atomic, Noah's Ark. Just flow with me. Lost a few but gained plenty. Flipped it off the same penny. I feel like the chase for the cloud is the new opiate. Won't associate with no divas to feel appropriate. I shine bright and it's not ice, but they notice it. Still controlling shit overloaded, but this that soldier shit. I'm on top. Used to want the top, but now I'm over it. Compare me to your childhood trauma. I'm here to make you feel in love like when your pop left mama. Mary J was the result. I know they don't want drama. Man, I just wife karma, and she got a great future behind her. But I'm bored with all this picky saluting and all the picking and choosing. Yeah, bro, when you know it ain't losing. You created a fake beef, and that's impossible. Edibles, Christ-like, so I whoop ass. Let's keep it professional. My mind dark with a spark. I'll leave you a vegetable. Stats incredible. Circle with skeptical. Sketchy slither figure niggas. If you trying to get technical, I made a deal with myself. The only deal with myself, and on the real, I kept that shit all the way real with myself.
Welcome to another edition of Cross the Line Radio. I'm your host with the most, Captain Tazaya. Captain Katazaya will be joining, I believe, through the phone at some point today. The phone lines are open. You can call 917-779-9499 is the number to call. I titled today's radio show, what did I title it? Oh, Christianity Doesn't Save White People, and What Are Good Genes? Oh, I gotta edit that because it's RE, but they talk about my spelling. Let me see if I could edit. I don't know why they didn't have the A there. Let me add the A in these other spots. Give me 1 second. And of course, if you want to join on visually, like if you want to come on the stage, you of course can come on the stage and you can join on the stage. And the floor, the show is always open to whatever it is that y'all want to talk about. So if you got a subject, damn. Okay, so I can't edit it. I can't edit it on my on the YouTube. So you're gonna have to deal with the spelling error. Hold on 1 second. So I can't answer. So salute to everybody in the chat. I think that everybody talked about the debate. I did a Car Chronicles this morning. I might need to turn my AC on in a second because it's getting a little warm. But I did talk about my debate this morning that I had with Andrew Wilson. For those looking for that debate, let me see if I can show you real fast where you can find that debate at. So I'm gonna share my screen. Share screen. Make sure it's on the screen. So if you're looking for that debate, let me see if I can make it bigger. Nope, hold on. Let me do it right. I don't want to be that big though. Nope. Where's a smaller version? Did they change these over here? Let's see. There got to be a smaller version. Because this is too big. I wish this was a little smaller. I don't know why that is that big. Usually, from what I recall, there we go. That's the one I want. Okay. So if you come here, I've seen people already doing commentary on it. I mean, they should. I think it was an excellent debate. And what I noticed from the debate, where they try to give, from what I've saw, so if you go on my YouTube channel, you can see this debate right here.
The correct position.
Currently at about 13,000 views already. So if y'all want to check it out, the title of the debate was Captain Desire versus Andrew Wilson. The crucible, is polygyny good for the West? Is it a sin? And so what I notice when people talk about the debate, they talk about it from two different positions. Some people try to say, well, Cooley wants, Andrew was the good for the West side. Some people say me for the sin side. Some say me for the whole side. But I thought it was a good conversation. It was a good conversation up until I think his wife got involved. I want to show y'all what I'm talking about. So I made a clip, which I'm going to play. And this is how you know how they felt. Like, I'm going to tell you something, right? When it comes to debates, right? Even debates that, let's say if you have a debate, before I play this, let's say if you have a debate and in that debate, people are telling you you won, but you feel some type. Hold on one second. I just want to turn my AC. I got an AC unit right here. I just want to turn it on. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. So you can always tell when somebody, like, even if at face value they try to make it seem like I won, there's always a give and tell when someone knows that they lost the debate. So I want y'all to watch this video. I'm gonna play this video. I want y'all to watch it, and this is how you know when someone knows that they lost. And if they don't know that they lost, you know who know that they lost? They woman. So gonna play this clip. I want y'all to listen.
Sure. I do, Cooley, and I do appreciate very quickly my debate partner here. That was a fun debate, and I'm open to doing another one with you in the future on other topics.
Likewise.
I have no ill will towards you at all.
Likewise.
No matter how spirited these things get,
Yeah,
I understand.
Yelling.
Keep this shit in the arena, and that's where it's.
Yeah, it's on, but can't nobody hear you, so you just yelling at me. Because I didn't join the branded bridge because nobody joined on the line yet. So you're yelling for nothing. So you might want to wait a second. You just might want to wait a second before you start yelling. That's all I'm saying. You might want to wait a second. No sweat. All right, let me add Kadazar because Kadazar wants to yell. So let me allow him to yell. Let me share. Add it to the stage. Let me maximize myself. Now, can you speak now?
I'm back, baby.
Can y'all let me know if y'all heard Kadazar say he's back, baby? He wasn't talking about me when he said baby. If y'all, Kadazar, can you talk a little? I just want to make sure that they can hear you. That's all. Y'all give me a 1, 2, something. If y'all,
Hey, y'all.
There we go. Okay, we got some ones up in there.
They can hear me?
Yes.
It's on now.
Yeah, it's on now. So, okay, now you did all that yelling. What you gonna talk about?
Whatever you gonna talk about.
I know whatever I'm gonna talk about. What?
We were just talking about Cooley's bias. How you put an old school ass whooping on that white man last night.
Yeah, I was just playing. I was just playing a clip. I was just playing. The video I was playing was when the guy Andrew Wilson was kind of giving props to the debate, saying we can go back and forth, and then I was going to segue right into what his woman did.
That's what I was. Yeah, I didn't like her at all. She was terrible.
He was a tip. Like when I was doing my Car Chronicles, I said she represents the 40. And what the 40 represents is the 40% of white women that own slaves along with the white man. Because she came in there like, you could tell she came in there on some old, you're not going to beat my husband up like that and I don't say something. That's how she came in there. Called me Captain Wakanda.
That was, I'm not gonna hold you. I never heard that one before.
I
That was
never heard
pretty good.
that one either, because that I thought that was hilarious when she said Captain Wakanda, but I didn't hear it. Y'all know me, I'm so witty. If I would have heard that, I would have had something slick to say.
I would have said like Wakanda for never or something, but it was I think with her, you know what I'm saying? Like he was so worried about that, like they were so worried about like polygyny. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you ain't even got your own woman in check. Like, what we talking about here?
She's that. What's crazy is she's that post-industrial woman rather, that Andrew talks about all the time. Andrew blames the feminist and post-industrialist women as the blame for why there's no values no more. And that woman is a representation of that, because what woman back in their time would have jumped? No, they would have actually, I don't know. Because them white women was vicious. Them white women was merciless. So I don't know. But they wouldn't have been against him though. Maybe they wouldn't have been against him. Maybe we'll leave it like that. What you think?
You know, I tell you what, you never know. Because one thing I know is that whenever I be hearing about unsolved murder mysteries, it's a white man making that white woman disappear. So I don't know what they be doing, you know what I'm saying, to their significant other, that, you know, they go out on a boat ride and that's our last ride.
Yeah. They were like, come on, let's go camping. And then after they go camping, they just be gone. They be disappeared and shit. So I can't even argue with you with that one.
Oh,
I'm trying to upload this video. Is there something you want to go into? Because I'm gonna upload the video so I could play it, so I don't have to like unshare with you. I could just upload it. So I'm doing that now. But was there anything you had that you wanted to bring out today?
After this topic, you know, I want to definitely you know, big up Commander General Yohana for the amazing lecture that he did. I got to find out from Captain Malaquad where anybody would be able to view that, but definitely just touch on some things that he said.
You talk about the lecture that he had? I'll get it.
Yes, sir. Because there's some things that Commander General Yohana mentioned that is clearly evident all around us currently right now. So, but in the meantime, we could, you know what I'm saying, you know, stay on schedule with where you at, Cap.
All right, hold on. I'm just looking for the video of Commander General. Here we go. All right, let me share. Copy. I might put this on my channel too. All right, so I'm putting the link to the lecture. The link that Kadazai is talking about. Commander Jenny Hanna did a lecture on where do we go from here. This was about World War III. This was about the PSYOP games that they play with us. It was a hell of a lecture that he did. I just put the link in the chat, so if y'all want to click that link. I'm just waiting for my video to download. And the reason why, here we go. Let me go ahead and download that. Let me see where you do that. All right, let me see. Hold on. Add video or file. Bear with me a second, y'all. Here's the video. Let's see. I'm just waiting to get the video. Yeah, I thought the lecture was dope. Stro Boogie said it was a powerful lecture. So now I'm gonna add this to the stage.
Sure. I do, Cooley, and I do appreciate very quickly
my
debate partner here.
I need to see how do I. There we go.
That was a fun debate, and I'm open to doing another one.
And you can hear this too, Kadazai, right? You said you couldn't hear it? Oh, they won't let you add. That's whack. So if I add you to the stage, then I add this to the stage.
I have no ill will towards you at all.
Like,
no matter how spirited these things get, I understand. Keep this shit in the arena, and that's where it stays.
So you can go into your topic, because it's not going to let me do both of them at the same time. So you can kind of go into the subject that you was going to go into.
So I guess you know what I'm saying, the thing that I wanted to talk about was, so if anybody hadn't seen Commander Jenny Hanna's lecture, he went into why the state of Israel was initially established, some history of different, psyops and things that they've performed inside the United States, but also, like what their direct agenda is and was,
right,
which is basically trying to suspend the rules here inside of America so that they can operate, with the same measures and levels that they do from the state of Israel, because the state of Israel doesn't, abide by anything else. They're tired of the American Constitution. They're tired of, the government and the laws interfering, and they want to do whatever they want to do anywhere. And that's what, the whole point of causing civil unrest is, the whole point of, adding to the oppression of, the brothers and sisters from the Northern Kingdom. And at the same time, so what I've seen recently was Trump had his administration remove from the internet habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is your right to a trial if you commit a crime.
Habeus?
I don't speak Latin.
Listen, you got it right. No, it's no U. It's just HAB. Excuse me, HABEAS.
So it's so from that, you could kind of start to see that they want to remove things from the Constitution, from the laws, which is why Trump's been doing what he wants to do. They've been oppressing the Democrats, got all of them, running, hiding, scared for their lives, putting pressure inside of all those, major metropolitan areas, the blue states, and what you're starting to see is the removal of habeas corpus. Like the only time that was ever suspended was after 9/11 for anybody that was, under the accusations of terrorism, and they could just ship you to Guantanamo Bay. And with him talking about, deporting people, and what do you need? So with him talking about deporting people and expediting them to El Salvadorian prisons and so on and so forth. Like what you're starting to see is that anybody who becomes an enemy of the state, they can just snatch you up and do whatever you want, and that they are moving directly towards operating how they want. You want to add anything on that, Cap?
No. I was just saying right. No, I was fine. You was good to go.
So it's like it's evidently clear. And I think not to even sound like a conspiracy theory, but you could see that they're trying to get more federal control by the real IDs, and you can't fly without things that's federal, and making everything that has to do, just with the government and trying to turn this over to a dictatorship.
Right.
And I think one of the other most important things that Commander General Yohana spoke about was the solution, which was brotherhood and our people focusing on self-sustainability, which means food. You know what I'm saying? Which means not relying on this government and us coming back together. And I think that's where we got to put a lot of focus.
No, definitely. I think the one thing that you can't devalue is food. Well, land first, food, and all of that deals with resources. And that's the one thing that if we don't get ourselves together, we won't have them resources. Imagine they come. We talk about, the conspiracy theorists, prophecies in the Bible. No matter which angle or lane you want to take it, they always talk about food shortages. They always talk about martial law, talk about race wars. They talk about all those things coming. But if you're not prepared, if you're a solo act and you're not prepared, what are you going to do when you can't just go buy a can of food? If you can't make a meal, if the electricity ain't coming on and you ain't never made a fire in your life, like what are you going to do in those times? And that was what made Commander Jenny Hunter's lecture be so important, to be prepared. Now, we're not trying to put no fear in y'all, in nobody, but it is something that you got to be aware of with the way things are going. Cost of living is going, unemployment. I don't know why y'all I don't know the obsession with loving America or think you're gonna bring America, but whatever black person voted for Trump was absolutely ignorant and Latino, because even the unemployment rates for black people have risen since Trump was in office. For all these black independent women, you've been losing your job since Trump has been in office. If you was to go even further, they putting a 2-year gap on that damn Section 8. You better hope that bill don't pass.
And you could clearly see like that these things are targeted, directly at us as far as like the oppression and the level of oppression that's coming on. The only people they care about helping, you know what I'm saying, is themselves, is their own. And I think that, like that scripture talks about, like, it's high time we wake up from our sleep. Like, we got to see what time it really is and put that focus. So it's like, y'all better stop, buying PS5s and start, putting that $500 towards thinking about, what can we do to self-sustain? Get with your camp leader, get with your captain in your area, you know what I'm saying, and start organizing and put your focus there. You know what I'm saying? That's straight from the top. That's straight from Commander General Yohannes. That's what he wants to see. He wants to see us focusing on how to make sure that we could be more, you understand, self-sustainable.
Right.
And that also means pay your tithes.
Got to pay them tithes. Listen, I paid my tithes yesterday. I was just saying that on my Car Chronicles today. It's unlawful to be a homosexual. It's unlawful to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. And it's also unlawful to not pay your tithes. And then you don't pay your tithes, but then when you need something, you come and reach out to the Israelites for help, but you're not paying your tithes. Maybe if you paid your tithes, there'd be a treasure somewhere for you to get the help. I'm just saying.
And Commander General Yohannes is somebody who wants to help his people, but y'all got to help this government. The ISUPK is your government if you Black, Latino, or Native Indian. You understand? Like, the American government is just you got to be in the world and not of it. And that's how you got to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I agree. Did you have something else you wanted to add on there?
I mean, I just want to keep continuing to put that emphasis, you know what I'm saying? And then just, remind people that it's not an option to pay tithes. Right. And y'all better be as zealous about that as you do about not eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, about making it to the Passover. You know what I'm saying? And stop treating it as it is an option. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, Cap? I don't even like to talk like this, but I think that's the only thing in the world that makes me feel better than somebody. Every time I pay my tithes, I'm like, I am better than fake Israelites.
Right. I think and I think, what's crazy, it's like such a when it comes to money is a funny thing, because if you just think about the way life works, a woman will blow your rod, have sex with you after 2 days of meeting you. The same man will sleep with you, eat your vagina, do all that. Ask them for $20 or ask them for an Uber or something like that. It's like the end of the world if they got to give up their money. Like, we value money more than we value our own bodies. It's like even sometimes you have to fight that when you're in relationships. When you're in relationships and you loving your man, you loving your woman, and then it comes time to buy something and that man needs something from you or that woman needs something from you financially. When you think in the back of your head, why am I going to give him my money? But you done gave this man your body. You done gave this woman your body. I never really understood that, because I would think that your body is more precious than your money. And it's the same thing with tithes. Tithes represent, and what it really comes down to, a super selfishness that we struggle with. Like, we struggle with being selfish with even the people we love when it comes to money. So of course now God says you got to pay 10% to the priest. You're going to be even more selfish to them because you're going to make every excuse not to do so. So when you actually do it, it represents such a selfless act in the law. It's a selfless act in the law to actually pay your tithes. And that's facts. You can't really get around that. And so I came back to tithes But when it comes to money, period, we don't want to give it. Like, you ever hear somebody say, like, man, play with my mama, don't play with my money? I used to hear stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, they'll, you know, you could do anything, just don't mess with my money. That money got such a high value than your life. It's insane. It's insane to me. You know, I saw it. Okay.
Okay,
No, I was gonna shift gears. I didn't know if he's gonna say something.
so I guess it was really just sparking me with I seen something, and it's kind of like tying into this, and I just can't stop thinking about the lecture,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't stop thinking about what Commander Jenny was doing, about what they did to us in cities, and how self-reliant we are on them. You know, which it leads me to two things. One, I seen something online where it was like, you don't know the importance of a corner store till you leave New York. And then I think about how it's like, you know, you walk to the corner store because you need what's in the corner store, because you have nothing of your own to sustain yourself. And then I started thinking about when I went to Cali, you know what I'm saying, stayed at my brother LeBon's crib, and I remember how I was almost as in culture shock as like the first time I saw brothers in the UPK pray. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you know how you know what I mean? Like, I'm coming from a Catholic background, so I'm coming from that like ha he ha, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but brothers in the UPK face the east and just start screaming. And I remember being young and being like, why? Like, I'm with the prayers, but I'm like, why are these niggas yelling? Like, I'm like, why are these? What's going on? Mm-hmm. So like, it was like that when I was over there, and this brother had a lemon tree in his yard. Cap, I had never seen a fruit tree. I had seen like, I had seen berries and been told that if I eat them berries, I'll die. But I ain't never just seen like a fruit tree just in someone's yard that we could wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, just pluck that off the tree, cut it open, and then put it in your tea. You know what I'm saying? And it messed me up, because I'm like, these things come from the store. You know what I mean? And like, that's just what I keep thinking about when it comes down to like the self-reliance and how important it is for us to have our own ecosystem, and how important it is for us to all be together. And even with what you were saying, because it also sparked me, like when it comes down to your woman, you know what I'm saying, or a woman you interested in. Because you said something, Cap. You said that you don't get it. And I think it's hard to get it from our paradigm. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even
I don't get what
from your
part.
When you said that you don't get how they could just give their body before their money, or how, and I think it's because they so bent on pleasure that they don't even plan on staying with the person that they sleeping with in the first place, to have those conversations about money and what you're expecting and what you can handle, and coming together. That people are really in relationships, but they separate, because it's like, even if they in relationships, they still thinking it could fail, or looking at it like it could fail. So they keeping their own money like a nest egg for safety and protection. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't even have no goals of making it to the finish line. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Wait, hold up. Hey, let me tell you something, right? Right now I'm getting a text from God Logic's handler. Sends me a text of, it says, now only thing I don't know is if this is August or if this is September. But it says I guess he coming back to New York. And so his handler, I don't remember the brother's name, so that's why I'm saying handler, like, you know, like liaison, if you want to say that. To D Nice, this is not a new video. We live right now. And so it says Red Steps 7 p.m., Red Steps 7 p.m., Washington Square Park 6 p.m. So he sent it to me and said, let me know if you want to set something up. My direct response, I said, oh, gotcha. I said, what subject? Y'all finally got strength, LOL. So we'll see if that's what that means. Maybe he got some strength. Maybe he want to come back outside. We'll see how that go. We'll see. But the part about the body, I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if that's a because they was giving up the body. You know, the only difference between 2025 whoredom and 1980. Well, I didn't have sex. I was 19, but 1990, 1980 whoredom.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, internet. That's how. Yeah, internet. That's. Listen, you want to know how diabolical, and you want to know how sexual deviant America is. There's some white girl just turned 18, created an OnlyFans, and made $1 million in a day. Just
I saw that.
That's how diabolical. And you know what they are? All of them are Christian. All of them are straight up and down Christians, and that OnlyFans worker can make $1 million. So the only difference is the internet and exposure, because they was freaking off. You know how many women you find out they was freaking off, brothers is freaking off, stories you could tell in the hood. They just didn't have camera phones. Instagram, Facebook, XYZ like that. Social media has taken the chivalry out of every relationship. Social media makes it like by the time you meet them in person, it's like, give me your vagina, give me your rod. It ain't about no relationship no more because they undressing themselves. Social media is damn near like going to the beach. You know, like when you used to only see a woman naked, essentially, at a beach. Because, when they go to the beach, the whole thing is to wear bikinis and stuff like that. But if they was walking out in the street, you wouldn't see that. But now on Instagram, everybody takes pictures naked. The more naked, the more better, the more likes you get. And because you can make money off of likes and views, it just funds it. And so that also leads to it because everything is money now, which is insane. And just imagine this. That same woman that's showing her body all over IG and OnlyFans wants somebody to marry her and wants somebody to love her. It'll never work. But there,
go ahead.
No.
I mean, I just Cat being so kind and politically correct. Social media is spoiled hoes, and y'all got what I'm saying. Not only ways to make money because of poverty being a hoe, but then at the same time, in the same token, what I'm saying, like you got women sharing a picture and getting 2,000, 3,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? Now, how's that compliment supposed to sound from a brother that you meet in the street or something like that when you got your DMs flooded and all this, and for what? For showing your ass? You got no substance. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like
monster.
And I think it's done that, Cat. But have you ever seen there's like this chart, right? Mm-hmm. Where it gives the breakdown of how couples used to be throughout generations. And initially, I think prior to the 80s, mm-hmm. like the majority of the people in the world met their partner through family.
Yeah.
And then you fast forward to present day, and it's like 90% of people are meeting each other from online.
Mm-hmm.
And not to be too long-winded, right? I was in an Uber talking to this East Indian cat.
Right.
And what he told me from a cultural aspect, you know what I'm saying? Because we was talking, and I'm like, you a little old to not be married. He's like, man, I've been working here for my family for the last 17 years. And he's like, but when I go back home, my mother found a woman for me. They're friends of the family, and it's like they're going to start a courtship.
Right.
And if they like each other, then they're going to get married. And then we started talking about divorce. And he was so perplexed because he said divorce is almost non-existent in his culture and his country. Yeah, and like their principles in how they meet, how they come together, how they sustain that relationship, even the whole, he gave me the breakdown of his family. He said when his father died, the eldest brother took over. He said the eldest brother does not work, and he's in charge of the whole family. He controls the money, controls the land, where everything's going. He says, but that's a job I don't want. He says, me, I worry about myself. I kick back to my family. He says, my brother has to worry about all of us and all our problems and settling disputes. And it was like their system separated from like the liberalism, the feminism, all that shit. They're able to have strong families. It's like, but us over here, with what you saying, with the internet and all the bullshit they feed us, it's all divisive to
that country that them people that was exposed to the internet, and then that on the island. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
I think it was in South America.
Yeah, somewhere in South America. Hold up. What would I call them?
Or was it in the islands? I know what you're talking about. It was a tribe that never had the internet, and they all got addicted to porn.
Right. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Suppose the internet addicted, and the leadership was mad at that. Wait. So I'm looking at June 14th. Let me see, because New York Times says, "Oh, I can't. I don't want to pay for it though." New York Times ain't shit, man. Let me see. Hold up. So I'm trying to see if I can find an actual legit. Let me see. This is New York Post. I get they might be legit. Yeah, it says remote Amazon tribe finally connects to the internet, only to wind up hooked on porn and social media. It says a reclusive tribe in Amazon finally got hooked up to the internet thanks to Elon Musk, only to be torn apart by social media, pornography, addiction, the elders complain. Brazil's 2,000-member Marubo tribe had been left bitterly divided by the rival of Tesla's founder's Starlink service 9 months ago, which connected the remote rainforest community along the Itui River to the web for the first time. It says when it arrived, everyone was happy. 73-year-old man says, but now things have gotten worse. Young people have gotten lazy because of the internet. They're now learning the ways of white people. The Marubu tribe, this is why. It says the Marubu tribe are a chaste tribe who even frown upon kissing in public. But Alfredo Marubo said he is anxious that the arrival of the service, which delivers super fast internet to far-flung corners of the planet, has been billed as a game changer by Musk, could upend standards of decorum. Why is that important? Because if you're on the internet, you seeing booty all day, you know what you're gonna look for when you go outside? Booty. If you see kissing, if you see unaliving, if you see violence, whatever it is you see, you may try to emulate it when you go outside. And that's what this island is saying. And that's America. Somebody put in the chat that OnlyFans is banned in China. OnlyFans, I think OnlyFans is banned in other, let me see. I think OnlyFans is banned in other places too. OnlyFans banned countries. Let me see. I'm looking this up right now. It says OnlyFans is banned or restricted in Afghanistan, Angola, Bangladesh, Belarus, China, Cuba, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, North Korea, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Syria, the United Arab Emirates. Additionally, some social media posts, countries like Russia, Thailand, Turkey have also restricted or banned OnlyFans, because that is all that is just porn. It's virtual porn. And like I always like to remind my good brothers, if you watch porn, you are, and for my sisters, if you watch porn, you are a homosexual and a lesbian. If you're a man, you're a homosexual if you watch porn. And if you're a woman, you're a lesbian if you watch porn. Somebody just joined in on the live. Let me see. Let me add him. It says, Josh. You got to unmute your mic, Josh.
Cross the Line Radio.
This is Cross the Line Radio. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Cap? Josh. I'm calling from Cali.
Okay, Josh, you got a question or comment?
Yeah. It's about the dressing. I think I asked you this before. You know, I'm sorry if I misspeak here. I think it's called tassels, or they go
I
on the
can't
bottom
hear
of
you,
the.
Cap. That's gonna have to be you, Salaki.
Ain't that a Go ahead. So,
Yeah,
man.
it's
About chariots.
Josh, you can't hear Katazai?
I hear him, but I wasn't sure. He kind of sounds far away, like he's in the room talking to you. I wasn't sure if he was talking to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The garments, they put like the gold tassels at the bottom of the clothing. Is it? Can you put that on anything, or does it have to be specific?
It
Like
should be on your garment, so it should be on your formal wear. Like when I go to the gym, I'm not putting tassels at the bottom of my garment or the borders of my sweatpants, because that's not a garment. It's just sweatpants. But on your garment, that's what you put your fringes on.
fringes. Ah, God, why did you correct me? Like, are you over here having me say tassels like an idiot? Fringes. Okay.
Mhm.
So just specific. So like, let's just say for some gear, like, because I know you got your colognes and your perfumes you're selling, and you're always trying to promote people.
Mhm.
If they have something that you support,
Right.
would it be out of line to just sell like that T-shirt you're wearing right now and throw some fringes on there? Would that?
Well, the t-shirts, excuse me, fringes don't go on t-shirts because that's not a garment. When you put fringes at the bottom of the t-shirt, that's just a fashion statement. That's not the law. Because the bottom of a t-shirt, that's not the border. That's just the bottom of a t-shirt. So you're not.
Would it be considered disrespectful?
It's just not fringes on the bottom of the garment. Like if when they wear fringes on the bottom of their garment, that's not according to the law. That's their uninformed position of the law. So what they believe is that's so Israelites that do that believe that that's lawful, that they're keeping the law by putting fringes on the bottom of the t-shirt. But that's not the law. So they're just ignorantly doing it. So I wouldn't say it's not a matter of right or wrong, because you can put any style. Like you can take fringes and I could put fringes on my sleeve if I want to. It's just a style. But if you ask me if that's according to the law, no, that's not according to the law.
And does the mentality become unethical? Like, I'll just straight up say it. Like, let's say that I'm trying to capitalize on the ignorant Israelites who just want fringes on everything to try to
Now
sell to
you would be unlawful.
that
You
would
would be defrauding. Yeah, you would be defrauding your brother, because now that you know that it's not like that, you would actually be defrauding your brother.
It's similar to the thing about you don't ask about the meat that you're about to eat, right? Something like that.
No, actually, it's about having a just balance, a just weight. Like in the scripture when it talks about wearing different garments,
Mm-hmm.
that's talking about being just. It's not saying that you can't wear it, but you have to be just. And if you're not just, I'm trying to see if I can find it for you real fast. So in Leviticus 19:36, when it says just balances, just weights, just ephod, just hin ye shall have, I am the Lord thy God. So you have to be just in everything. Deuteronomy 25:15, but thou shalt have a perfect and just weight, perfect and just measure shalt thou have. So you shouldn't falsely sell something that they're believing is keeping the law, and it's not keeping the law.
But if it were the other way around, where it's like I understand it's not part of the law, they understand it's not part of the law, but they're trying to make a fashion statement, and then
Hey, there's a video. Hey, there's a video of this homosexual walking past these Israelites that got fringes on the bottom of their t-shirt. He got like the homosexual got like some short pants on or something like that. And I'm saying this because you said fashion statement. And when the Israelites made fun of him, he said, "Look at y'all dressed like me," because they had the fringes on the bottom of their t-shirt. I don't see the fashion statement with fringes on the bottom of the t-shirt.
so that's just someone who needs to just make a difference between on your formal garment wear.
Right. You should wear it the proper way.
All right, thanks, Cap. I'll hang out. I might have some questions later. I know you usually got a lot of callers. I'll be in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you. All right, we do got a branded bridge caller. You should be able to hear this person, Katazai. 818-308. What's your name? Where you calling from?
They better stop rebelling against Command and General Yohana, and that's it.
Hey, Shalom, Cap. This is Halak Bunny Shagari out of Southern California, sir. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Kadazai, you can hear him.
Got it, Khan.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead. Next question, brother.
Khan, sir. No, there's no question, sir. I was just gonna say that, yeah, yesterday when I was tuning in, sir, when I was listening to you destroy Andrew Wilson, I mean, you mopped that floor with him. He tried to end everything cool, and then that's when the demonic Karen came out, and I knew she disrespected you, sir, from the get-go, Adawan. She disrespected you by calling you Captain Wakanda, and you kept your composure, and I knew you didn't hear it. And I just wanted to say, Cap, that these people are going to pay pretty soon. And the work you guys are doing, you're doing a fabulous job, sir. And that devil disrespecting you like that, that's why I never joined any camp besides this one, sir. With that said, I'm going to let you go, sir.
I appreciate that, man. And that's why everybody should be in ISUBK. Because it's something where I think, and I also think that, now here's what I believe. Now I can't prove this, right? But let's create a scenario where if you watch that debate, there was nothing that Andrew would do that would get me out of character. Even if people say, well, Andrew got me here, got me there. Because in debates, you don't win every single point. Like nobody, I never go into a debate and say everything I said was right, everything you said was wrong. I say, oh man, that was a good one, or this was a good one. So outside of stuff like that, if someone wants to feel that way, that's fine. But when he would say, this is a feminist talking, this is a feminist talking point, this is this is that, there was nothing that he could do that could kind of rattle me. And I think that's the expectation that they had. Like he questioned my teaching, my tutelage, my intelligence, all of that, and none of that could work. And so I think maybe they went with the play of, let's call him Captain Wakanda. Let me pull the race card out. Let me do this part. Let me do that part. Maybe they go that route, and then that would. And wait, hold on. Let me see something.
Khan, sir. And if I may, sir, before
send this to Wack. Hold up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about something after this, y'all.
Khan, I don't want. If
Hey,
I may, just let me know when. Okay, and just to let the audience know, I deal with this all the time in Southern California. Federal agents, CIAs, y'all don't like it when we're talking the Bible, and I know that. So him trying to just get you in an entrapment, it was horrible. Of like, you're trying to overthrow the government. He was like, but they looked so bad, Ottawa, as soon as his wife jumped in. And with that, sir, I'll let you go because I know you got more callers.
No, I didn't have. And let me help y'all out. This is to Josh and this is to yourself. Let tell y'all gotta go. Don't feel like you gotta come on here. And let me tell you why. Because when I'm doing the Car Chronicles, they don't give a damn how long they talking. They don't give a damn about that. So if you had something else you wanted to talk about, you could do so. Hey, Kadazai, can you answer? I'm gonna just make a phone call real fast.
Okay.
Hey, Shalom, Adawan. Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Barakatam.
What's going down?
Not much, sir. Just, tuning in with the Hebrews.
I could dig it. What's your question, though?
No, I was just saying, I was just talking about the way they disrespected Cap and all that stuff. But no, I just wanted to bring in a focal point because we always have someone like saying that he got out of hand or we get out of hand. And that wasn't the point. White people just looked so bad yesterday, the way they did that, Oh, if I see you, Cap, we're good, right? I'm still a devil when I walk away, right? And we laughed and we joked. And then he sends his wife, Karen, and that's pretty much it. I don't want. Other than that, I hope you Tawab, sir.
I'm definitely. I hope you Tawab as well. Yeah, I was talking to Cap about that earlier, and one, I think it's shameful on his point. You know what I'm saying, that his wife called in and even got in there because, you know what I'm saying, like, who, like, one thing I've even always heard from Sinetta, right? Sinetta asked me the same question on 3 separate interviews, and I think he's asked this to Cap about 1,000 times. It's like, when are you going to get in the ring with a woman? It's like, there's an NBA and a WNBA.
Concept.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are male and female volleyball teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everything in life is separated when it comes down to the genders competing, to the point where you got a lot of women who, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to that community, that they want them to have their own league, and instead of, participating and so on and so forth. And I say that because it's like, if that's like the natural order of things, and you're a man, why would you send your woman to a battlefield? Why would you send your woman in a place where things could be contentious? Why would you even want to put your woman in a space where you're changing her spirit to become more masculine by arguing with a man? You know what I'm saying?
Which crazy about that?
I don't want. You're absolutely right.
And what's crazy about that also is, and this is why I made a video out of it. Andrew says, nobody from my side is going to attack you.
Con.
Yo, he said
that.
And then few moments later, his wife comes on.
Theological, sir, can I say something? I don't want, if you allow me to speak.
Yeah, you can say so.
She was bothered because of the 1947 wife beater.
Yeah.
That's what probably tickled her.
Yeah.
Because remember, he said that doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. And I was doing the research today in my college, I had to go in there and I did the research. There was at least maybe 110 sources that I read, and now there's only one source.
But also that grape was lawful until 1993. Marital grape was lawful.
So what's the other one that was you were explaining of 72? I got a little confused. The difference. My bad.
So when I was reading it, right? When you actually read it, I'm gonna read it. So it says, where's the timeline at? But it'd be bugged out sometimes when I look up stuff. Okay, wait. Let me see if I can find. Let me go through my history, see if the link is still there. It is interesting sometimes when you have links and then when you try to go back to that link, all of a sudden that link ain't there no more. It's a little weird sometimes. Let me see if
you don't mess with Get Linear. I don't want.
You said what?
With Get Linear?
What's that?
It's like pretty much it's since I'm in college right now, you could it's like they don't want you to plagiarize and stuff, but Get Linear is way different than ChatGPT. I don't want.
Just send it to me.
I don't want.
So when I was looking it up, right, marital, but I was talking about in the 70s. So I'm gonna read it. So it says, prior to the 1970s, marital grape was legal in every U.S. state and only first became partially outlawed in Michigan and Delaware in 1974, then wholly outlawed in South Dakota and Nebraska. So states started making it, they started making it illegal in 1974. So Michigan and Delaware was first, in South Dakota. 93 is when it became a crime nationwide.
Another one.
And then it says, still in the 90s, most states continued to differentiate between the way marital grape and non-marital grape were viewed and treated. Meaning, like, if a husband forced himself, they would look at it differently than a stranger forcing himself.
Another one.
And now, in slight fairness, there's a caveat, because let's say if the woman is lying, so they probably got to investigate it more if it's a husband that says it, as opposed to a stranger that you didn't consent to. But my point is, that's why they was having all them kids post-industrial, because they was going in there beating the hell out of their wives, having sex with them. We got to add the liquor first. They in there getting drunk, beating their wives, having sex with them. That's why they was having all them kids. That's why the white woman wanted to get away from that white man. She couldn't have slaves no more, so now she got to do work and get beat.
It's a lot. I don't want.
Hey, I think he smoked like, how many cigarettes did he smoke? Like 13, 14?
That's 4. I don't want.
He was chain smoking.
Salaki, I don't want to. If you allow me to speak, sir.
You good?
The Liberian that was helping me told me that they were sipping on moonshine, right? And that that this goes way back into the medieval times, the Crusades days, when the Knights Templar used to lose their armor and they were not dignified no more to be rolling with the top ring.
Mm-hmm.
They would leave them only with the metal plate, which a sword can't get in, and that's where they get the wife beater from, and that it's spelled WAIF.
I ain't surprised.
I just thought I should share that, sir.
No, I mean that's a good surprise, and so that's what made that debate. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that if I did that debate again, the only thing that I would have answered differently, and what I should have said, and I don't know why my mind didn't think about this at that time, was when he was like, "If one of your wives unalives the kid of another wife, can you divorce her?" What I should have just said that would have ended the whole argument is that's murder. And by that we wouldn't have been together no more. That's what I should have done, but I wasn't thinking.
I don't want. What was that the reason he was asking you those weird questions about like when he was forcing divorce? He would say some weird stuff. Remember?
Yeah,
like killing stuff, and you're like, okay, remember that one? He was
that man asked me. That's why I called them the Epstein files, because that man asked me, would I have sex with one woman and in the middle of ejaculating, pause the ejaculating so I could put it in another woman? And I'm like, what? Like who? Like who thinks? Like what? Straight? What man thinks of that? Like,
Salaki, I don't want. You think his wife will let him do another battle with you?
I have no idea. Now, and that's the interesting part, because I don't know where we go from there, because before she came on there, he and I said we could do another battle. So if that happens or not, I'm not sure, because he may not like what I'm saying. Wife, friend, it's gonna be cool or no cool. I am technically disrespecting his wife in his mind because of her disrespect to me. Now they may get off on that shit. Like her vagina may get wet. If I were to start calling her white dog, white bees, and stuff like that, her vagina probably would have got wet, because that's what she wanted to get out of me, but I didn't give it to her. So who knows? I don't know. That's up to them.
The Locky, I don't want.
You know what's so interesting, Cap?
What?
It's like you're a likable guy. And I think that they don't, like, they're expecting what they see fake Israelites do in the truth and do in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And apply that to what they're expecting from the truth here. Like, and so it's like they think you're gonna go left. Mm-hmm. They think you're gonna spike the ball. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you hit him with answers so smooth. Like, he wanted to find strife with you, and there was so many points where he couldn't, and it was like. It's like, I think that's what pissed Cooley off, because it's like you could tell Cooley was learning, and the things you were saying was bothering his soul when he started to agree, and the demons kicking in the indoctrination in his mind. You know what I mean?
And I think the 8,000 people saw that, Captain Karatazah.
Yeah, because
he said he had 8,000.
Yeah, he said he had 8,000 people watching.
Yeah, Cooley had 2,000. You had 1,000.
Listen,
I had 12. I got 12. I think Cooley was at like 2,000, something like that. And the Crucible, his channel, he said he was at 8,000. Now I didn't see that on his channel myself, but that's what he said. All right, we do got somebody else, brother, so we're going to go ahead and take that, all right?
Hey, shalom. Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Barakadam, to you and the Captain Katazah. Shalom, sir.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
All right. We got James. Let's go ahead and add James. James, you got to unmute your mic, dude.
What's up, Cap?
What's up?
I can't hear James.
I know. He ain't gonna ask about the flat Earth either.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up?
So you feel
I
good?
hope
You
he
feel
asked you
cocky?
about that.
You feel cocky? You feel like you just got a dub?
I hope he asked you about the Antarctic sun.
Nah, he's not now. You said, do I feel cocky? I don't know if I feel cocky. I don't feel like debating is not for me. It's for the Most High. I'm nervous before all debates. When I'm in a debate, I just try to stay focused. And then after that, I pray to the Most High, thank him, and then that's it. So cocky, I don't know if I would use the word cocky. Now, when I'm in the debate, I'm extremely arrogant. I wouldn't say cocky though. I'm arrogant. I'm in like you believe in the Bible?
You said, do I believe what?
Do you believe in the Bible?
Yes. I just don't believe we have the same perception.
I didn't ask you that, man. Relax. Like I know you want to battle. I know where you're going. But I just asked if you believe in the Bible. That's just a yes or no.
Yeah.
So in the Bible, are you familiar with the prophet Elijah?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of him when he battled the 450 prophets of Baal?
Yep. I heard that. I heard about that.
And you know he talked shit while he was battling them, right?
I wasn't aware, but
Yeah. So when you go to First Kings, the 7th, I think it's 18th chapter, when you get some time on your own, when they're the battle that they're having is that whose God is real. So they got to call fire out of heaven. So the prophets of Baal go first, and while they praying and hooting and hollering, Elijah is like, maybe your God sleep, maybe that nigga on a journey, maybe he can't hear you. Like he talking shit. So when I battle like that.
I think it's arrogant. I think that's backwards. I don't think that's
Relax is an insult though. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the chat. You said you think that's what?
I don't know, because I feel like do you feel like you were right? Like you felt like you were right and he was wrong?
Yes.
And it was about you guys mainly spoke about the whole sex meaning wife thing, right?
No, so the debate title was, can polygyny save the West and is it a sin? So what we was mainly talking about was, well, we spent like the beginning part was about polygyny is multiple wives, a sin. We did get into sex is marriage. So those are the things that we covered.
Okay. I mean, look, I still call in and I still, give my opinions to whoever.
This the little boy that said
No.
he just wanted to talk? This ain't him, right?
Nah.
Okay.
But I have called in and had difference of opinions with you.
Okay, so do you got a difference of opinion now?
Yes.
Okay, because you being real passive aggressive about it. If you got a difference, then just say what your difference is. Let's get to it.
Well, my difference is really just not just you, but since I'm talking to you, your perception of the Bible as a whole, I just feel like is
Yeah,
off.
you definitely. Hey, y'all let me know in the chat if this the cat that called in with me and Tommy and said, I just wanted to talk to you. Y'all let me know if this sound like him.
I mean, of course they're gonna say that. They want to see something, they want to see drama.
But is this you though?
No, it's not me. I don't
You
know.
lying.
I'm not lying.
No sweat. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is I just feel like, and I'm not just trying to pick on you. I'm just saying, because I'm speaking to you, I do feel like your perception of the Bible is off. I feel like
you got to show me where. This how I know it's you. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you, and this is what people don't know. People don't know. I remember there's this movie called True Romance, and True Romance, Christian Slater plays in it, and Christopher Walken. So it's Christopher Walken having a conversation with Christian Slater's father, and he's trying to get information out of him. And Christopher Walken says that people have what's called pathomimes. They have certain patterns that you could tell when they lying. Sometimes it reveals who they are. And so people don't really realize that they're giving that away. So I study people. So I don't know if maybe that's your twin brother, maybe that's your cousin, your long lost daddy. I don't know who it is, but you talk, your points is exactly like him. So now you're saying you're not him. So you're going to have the opportunity to reset yourself, right? And then tell me exactly what I'm teaching about the Bible wrong.
Okay, I'll get to the main part. I feel like you teaching people that this version of this God that's hateful and revengeful and all that stuff. I just feel like, and then saying that we have to worship him on top of that. That right there, even though you may not say the word worship.
Can you do me one favor, brother? Just do me one favor. Can you just stop talking for 1 second, all right? I'm not no hang up on you or nothing like that, but just stop talking for 1 second. And Kadazab, they can't hear you. I just got to put you in the background. I just want to play something real fast. If y'all could, I want y'all to just listen to this real fast. Just listen to this real fast. Hold on, let me present screen, share screen. Right? Let me make sure share here. Let's add this to the stage. Let me come back here. Let me enlarge this. Let me see.
You take it literally. That's why you think it's a higher entity than you. When you're reading it as if it's another entity. It's like you're talking to yourself. It's like you're talking in third person. It's not, I'm separate from God. No, you are that God. Not I'm separate from this devil. It's trying to.
All right.
No, that's you.
All right, James, you there?
Yes. Oh.
Now, you know, the God that you serve said you're not supposed to lie, right? You familiar with that God?
I mean, I feel like sometimes you might have to lie.
Like now, like you just lied right now.
Now, if I tell the truth, you're not gonna hang up?
I'm not gonna hang up if you tell the truth.
All right, it's me.
Kadazar. Wait, hold on. Kadazar, you can hear me, right, Kadazar? Brother Kadazar, when you watch, listen, Cross the Line Radio Department, we got to fix this. We got to fix it to where, so for those that don't understand, Kadazar's calling in, and we usually have this problem when one of us is remote. We can't hear the callers, they can't hear us, but usually when you're calling now, the only difference I'm using StreamYard instead of Restream. And I think Restream, it would have probably worked, right? Right.
Oh.
Maybe we got to, let's try to figure that out, because I wish you could have heard this shit here. This shit here is diabolical. That's all I'm gonna say. So now go ahead now. Now, with that said, brother, so now, you know, last time when we had this conversation, you never told me what I'm actually teaching wrong. You just making statements. So you got to say, so you made a point to say the hate in the Bible, right?
Yes.
So you're saying that hate is not in the Bible? We can't hate in the Bible? Like, what exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that you're saying that our Creator has this disdain towards another group of people, and our group is the chosen group of people. And
okay, so now I'm gonna read 2 verses, right, on both subjects, right?
Yeah.
So this first one is Isaiah, the 40th chapter and the 17th verse. It says, all nations before him are as nothing. They are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. Now, God is saying this about all the other nations, that they are less than nothing to him. So am I saying God looks at them that way, or did I just read that God looks at them that way?
I think you're reading something and taking it for face value.
So how should I take it?
I feel like you should have an open mind to the other things that were documented that was out there as well, not just the Bible. Because I'm just saying that as a former Christian, former Israelite, I was all of that. You know what I'm saying?
You still ain't answer. So you saying I should look opposite of what this says, right?
No, you should look at that, and you should also look at what else is documented as well in the world, not just one source of information. Because it's God telling us not to pay attention.
So then here was a better thing that you could say. What better statement you might want to say is, I should leave the God of the Bible alone. Not I should change. Like you can't, because if I stay within the Bible, the God of the Bible is saying that. We agree, right?
Well, I could say that if you aren't in tune to enough information, you could
Enough
believe it.
information about what?
Enough information of there being more to the story than just what we're
So I'm
reading.
asking you, what more to the story is this? So that's Isaiah 40 and 17. So I'm gonna go up 2 verses, right? So maybe it give us a better context. This is verse 15. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. To whom then will ye liken God? Or what likeness will ye compare unto him? So now when you say I got to be open-minded to look at something else to compare God to, this verse just says, who can you compare God to him?
You're asking me who can I compare God to?
No, the verse says, to whom then will ye liken God, or what likeness will ye compare unto him? So how can you compare him to something else when he just said, he's asking the question, who can you compare him to?
I mean, I feel like with the information that we're taught to turn a blind eye to, even though you may look at Christianity and like whatever you follow, I don't want to call it a religion, or whatever you follow, you may look at it as different, but it's still telling us to turn, like it's giving you this perception to say, okay, forget everything else that's out there. This is the only thing I need to be looking at. So without the rest of that information pieced in to put to what you're reading, I feel like you're gonna miss the point that it's actually trying to make.
Okay, and that now your problem is you say you used to be an Israelite, right?
Yes, I used to follow the Hebrew Israelite stuff. Yes.
So you used to be an Israelite, and
reading the Basura and all of that.
Okay, Basura, that's some white folk stuff. So you used to be an Israelite, you was a Christian, right?
Yep, all of that.
What are you now?
That's the beauty of it. I don't have a title. I don't have a limit. My mind is open. I don't have a title.
Boy,
I feel like when you put a title on something, it puts a cap on it.
His mind is open. James.
I also grew up in a Muslim school too, like a.
Man, so you everything, right? That's why you so unstable. And I'm gonna give you 2 scriptures. When James 1:8 says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and then there's another scripture, and this one is so heavy. Well, it's actually a few, like in Ecclesiastes as well, but this one, 2 Timothy 3:7, it says, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. You know why you can't come to the knowledge of the truth? Because you're too open-minded. When you're closed-minded, what else is open-minded? The gate. When Christ said, wide is the gate to destruction, what did he say was the way to the Most High? Did he say it was wide, or did he say it was narrow?
I'm not sure. You tell me. I don't know.
Oh, I got you, brother. Maybe you'll learn something. We already bust you out. You know I'm gonna make a clip out of you.
Yeah, go ahead. You got me.
It says, okay, now this is Matthew 7 chapter. I'm gonna read 13 first. It says, enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be to which go thereat. Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and there be few that find it. So what does that mean? When it says wide is the gate, that's open-minded. Of course, it's not a literal gate, it's spiritual. So when you spiritually make yourself wide open, you're open to everything. So that's why you say you just a universe nigga. So you can be a Muslim, a Christian, an Israelite, 5%er, Buddhist. You just take everything in, atheist, everything mixes. Now, When you're narrow, now it's called, now another word with the narrow is narrow-minded, meaning it's almost like tunnel vision. Tunnel vision is a metaphor where you don't see nothing to the left or to the right. And so because you don't see nothing to the left or to the right, now narrow-minded means not willing to listen or to tolerate other people's views, prejudice. And Israelites should definitely be narrow-minded when it comes to learning other religions.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, so you said it means narrow-minded, right? Does
Yeah.
it say narrow-minded, or is that
It said no, it doesn't. Neither did it say open-minded. So verse 13 says, wide is the gate and broad is the way. I'm equating that to being open-minded. But verse 14 does say narrow is the way. So I use the word narrow. I just added minded.
Okay, now my perception of that, based off the information that I've obtained, I'm perceiving that to it's be saying just like you said, spiritual, but I don't think it's meaning minded. I think it means to like the gate as far as like like it could be interactions with people, just what you open your spirit up to. But I don't think it means what you open your mind up to. What you open
That's
your
the
spirit
same
up to.
thing.
Not really, but you open. Oh, go
When
ahead.
you say when it is the same thing, because when you opening up your spirit, it's what you taking into your mind. That's the whole concept of the term mark of the beast. Mark of the beast is something when you marked, you take information into your brain. Once you take that information in your brain, your hand symbolizes the action you now take with that information. So when wide is the gate and you taking in all that information, that's why you left being an Israelite.
No,
You
but
left being an
spiritually,
Israelite because you started taking in other information.
but it does. I don't think it would be telling you to close your mind off to everything and have this one point view. That's what I'm trying to say. And you asked me what I believe. It's not I believe in
Hey,
everything.
let me know how long you want to go, because I know you on hold. I don't know if you want me to keep talking to him. We have another person on here, but they got to connect their mic or something like that. But just let me know.
So I'll just have to.
No, it's 12. I'm with you.
Okay, no sweat. Go ahead. You can keep going.
I'm saying like I think the perception changes based off how much information you have like taken in. So if you're like closing your mind to everything, then you're gonna have this kind of like perception of what's like in your face. But once you open your mind to the other stuff that people are saying, like then you'll have a different view of how the story goes. That's why I said I believe in the Bible. We just have a different
You don't
perception.
believe in the Bible, brother.
How could you tell me I don't believe in it? You're telling me I
Because
don't believe in it.
I'm going to tell you how. I just read to you in Isaiah 40 when God said all the nations are nothing, and you said that's not what it means. So
I'm
you
saying
don't
that
believe in the Bible.
your response, I'm telling you that your perception is based off the
So give
type
me
of.
my perception. Give me if my perception is off, give me the perception that I should have for that verse.
I'm saying, okay, I'm trying to make it clear to you. I'm saying your perception is gonna be based off the information that you have. So if you don't
I
have much,
get that, brother, but see what you're missing is that I'm saying, okay, I get it. My perception is based on what I believe, so it's
is
off.
limited. Is
Right,
limited.
exactly. And yours is not, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, so what is the interpretation of Isaiah 40 when he says all nations are as nothing?
Well, based off the information that I know, it could mean a plethora of things. It may not just necessarily mean one thing, and that's with many Bible verses. They don't
But
just
give
mean.
me one thing that it means.
It could be talk like how I would look at it. It could be like because I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like I know how to decode every Bible verse. Like it just comes to me. This
Okay,
one,
let me give
my
another
biggest
verse.
guess. I'll
Got
give you my biggest guess. I'll
you.
give you
Uh-huh.
my biggest guess for this one. It could be talking about something within your body. It could be talking about something within your mind. It could be because, and the reason
Brother,
I say that. Wait. Can I
I
tell you why I
suggest you
said
get
that?
in class.
I'm gonna tell you why I said that. The reason why I'm saying that is because as you start to gather more and more information, you understand the Bible is not just talking about what like we were taught. It's talking about your body. It's talking about how different things come together in your body. It may use a metaphor like Jacob met such and such on the hill, but that could be talking about something in your body that's taking place and causing us more spiritual
Oh, brother.
transformation.
The words of my good brother Kadazai, poor brother. So I'm gonna give you one more verse, and then I'm gonna let you go. Shout out to Durant Charles with the super chat donation. Before I ask you the question, if I could just take this brief reminder, I want to copy. I want to share my screen real fast, y'all. If y'all don't know, we have a GoFundMe right now. We have a cookout that we're having August the 31st, open to the public. I have put this link in the chat. I just want to show y'all on the screen. Let me make this bigger. As y'all see this here, if y'all see this link, I want all y'all to, if y'all to get down, y'all can all donate to the cookout that's free for the public. If y'all just click that link, you can give $5, you can give $1, you can give $10, you can give 50, you can give $100, you can give anything. So we have 437 people up in here. Y'all can go ahead and click that and donate. And this is for the people. We do this. We put our own money into it as well. So I want everybody to click that link, support your brother. I do a lot. We do a lot. ISBK does a lot. So y'all, could be y'all way of giving back. So just make sure y'all click that link that's in the chat. It's for our GoFundMe and support your brother. All right. Go ahead, James. What's your question?
My last question is, I would just have this question for you. If there was good evidence that would basically make you change everything you think you know about God and the Bible now, and basically put you in the driver's seat, the same way you look at God, that's where you at. Would you be open to that type of information? Would you mark it as evil?
You know, every time I debate somebody, right? I remember when I was battling Kemet, right? And this is how I go into every battle. I go into every battle to prove my position wrong. That's how I battle. So my whole reason for going into that battle is for Kemet to be right and the Bible to be wrong, for Islam to be right and the Bible to be wrong. Even the debate I had with Andrew, for him to be right and me to be wrong. So I go into the battle to debunk myself. And so far, Bible reigns supreme, brother. So if there's some information, anybody can present information. I'm always interested in learning. I was just on Clubhouse with King Los, and he said he had some information he wanted to show me. And I sent him my number. I'm gonna go in his Clubhouse room. I'm gonna listen to that information and see what he got. He told me he was making fun of my big forehead, talk about, you got one of them big Olmec foreheads and shit like that. So I'm listening to the information. So if he got something, I'm with it. But if he don't, then that's that. All right.
Yep. And I'm not saying the Bible is BS. I'm just saying it's a deeper story to it. That's all. But
yeah, no, I'm saying you just don't understand it. Shout out to Elijah. He donated to the GoFundMe. Shout out to Elijah. He actually heard me click that link. Make sure y'all support that GoFundMe. We do got a caller on the line. I'm gonna unmute. 575-649. You're on Cross the Line Radio. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Eric, Washington State. What's up, Cap?
What's up?
Shalom. Oh yeah, I'm the person be working all the time. I get to catch it when I catch it. Hey, and the same person that asked you to do the thing about Paul too. So you kind of get a
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, so I'm reading the title. It said, "Could Christianity save?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
It can save. It's like I'm finna do the parallel. Their God, the Christian God, then their Jesus Christ, which is the white man with the woolly hair, to save all people, and He saves you to be a whoremonger, a pimp, a drug dealer, and also to be under the white man's foot. That's Christianity. So it saves you for those. Any type of evil you want to do, it saves you for that. But the number one thing is to get in that kingdom, you got to obey the white man.
Right.
You can mess up with everybody on the planet Earth, but as long as you do him justice, you can get in there. It's saving that aspect.
Wait,
my combo.
so you saying Christianity? So you saying
Christianity save you to be the evilest person on the planet Earth?
You say Christianity can save you to be the evilest person on the earth?
Exactly.
Oh, that's facts. That's
because it don't. it don't keep. Instead, you ain't got to keep no laws. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can. Yeah, it's safe to be the easiest person on the planet Earth.
Right.
But to be righteous, it don't save you for that. The kingdom to come is not. It's not saving you for that.
Right.
But yeah,
I agree with you.
That's my comment, Cap.
No problem. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, shalom.
Shalom. Hey, we do got this brother. I don't know if I need to remove him because let me kick him from the studio. There's a guy named C on here, Kadazai. Did you want to say anything, Kat?
Nah, sir.
Oh, we do got other people on the line. It says Ricard. Yabashim Shabakta. What's up, Ricard?
Shalom, y'all. Sir. I just wanted to bring out a point with the GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing a raffle for anybody that donates $20 and up. There, you're going to get into a drawing with over $300 worth of prizes. We're going to have five winners win a T-shirt that I made. The One West Love is going to be it's a new T-shirt I designed, and then the second prize winner, they're going to have custom oil and a custom body butter, 1 of 1 cent, whatever you design, from Captain Cesariak and Call Gas Creations.
That's right.
And you get a T-shirt too. And the grand prize is a custom jacket from Yatazar Apparel. You get a custom jacket and a shield with the chain and a T-shirt too. So donate. You donate. You screenshot it. DM me the screenshot that you donated $20 or more, and you're entered into the raffle. The winner will be picked at the cookout.
Most High in Christ.
That's all I wanted to talk about.
Deal. That sounds like a deal right there. I like that.
No,
yeah. And when he say 1 of 1, I'm only making this cent for that. So what he's saying is anybody that donates $20 to the GoFundMe, you are eligible for the raffle that he's creating that gets you a shirt, exclusive 1 of 1 body butter, body oil. And I actually, y'all know my lab right down there. My lab right down the street is right down there. I'm in the process of making a new women's scent and a new man's scent. I'm supposed to call it another one, but I'm not sure if that's going to stick. I got Apple Bottom. Apple Bottom was fire out there in Chicago. That's the name of the oil, Apple Bottom. Apple Bottom, Level Up, Invincible, and Snatch. They was loving that when I was out there in Chicago. Just so y'all know, I got a 25% off sale if I can give that shameless plug as well. Was that it, Ricard?
I don't know what kind. That was it. The water, sir. Shalom.
Shalom. Some Shabbat. All right. Next caller, 929-592. You're on Cross the Line Radio. What's your name? Where you calling from? Wait.
Calling from New York.
Oh my God. Hey, Kadazai, this is all you right here. Before you do that, Mama Quad said, "Can we pay 20 in food stamps?" That is funny.
You gonna have me talk to the cat talking about the perfect box.
Yeah, he said Mary had the that's this guy. Mary had the perfect vagina. That's crazy.
I try to tell you, man. I done found some immaculate cooch before.
Hey, Cap, I want to talk to you. Cap, I want to talk to you, man.
Oh, you want to talk to you, Cap?
No, you didn't say which captain. You just say captain.
You, Cap, big Cap.
Well, I was a big cap too, like Napoleon.
Not the follow Cap.
Oh, you saying in height? You talk about physical height? Me being taller?
No, the bigger Cap.
Yeah, that's me talking. The one that's taller. Okay, all right.
There
we go. Yeah, you got it.
All right, what you want to talk about, man?
Cap, is about your title here when you say Christianity. Yeah, I think you need to learn the difference of Christianity, Reformed Christianity, and real apostolic Christianity. Because you've been talking about this Christianity is bad for you for years.
It is.
Debating and all that. But there is a difference in this Christianity you talk about. There's a Reformed Christianity, and there's the one that
What Christianity
Christ
you in?
ordained.
Hey, what Christianity you in?
I'm in the Orthodox Christianity, the one that Christ ordained
Okay. So when
to
you
his
go,
apostle, not the one that you talk about.
Okay, no problem. So tell me a little bit about it. Do y'all celebrate Christmas?
We don't celebrate Christmas how the world celebrates Christmas.
Do you celebrate Christmas December 25th?
We acknowledge the birth of Christ. Yes, we do.
Is it on?
But we don't go like the pagans do with all the Christmas.
I didn't ask how you. I didn't ask you how you did it.
Well, I got to show you a difference.
No. You got to first answer the question. Yes or no? Do you celebrate Jesus Christ Christmas birthday December 25th? Yes or no?
Not December 25th. That's what I explained to you.
What day? What day?
We acknowledge it January 7th.
Okay,
January 7th.
Okay, show me that in the Bible.
That is Orthodox Christianity.
Show me that in the Bible.
Well, you're not going to find that in your Bible, but
Jesus Christ's birthday being celebrated is not in the Bible. Yeah. You know, when you say Orthodox, right? Because you have, you know what Orthodox means?
Orthodox means original, unchanged. I'm
gonna look it up. Orthodox.
Yeah, Orthodox, that's what it means.
Right. So Orthodox.
Let
me just read the definition, dude. Relax.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Orthodox generally refers to strict adherence to a traditional or established doctrine. Right.
Right.
So I'm an Orthodox Israelite. That's what I am. So in the Bible, Jesus doesn't celebrate his birthday, nor is his birthday celebrated. So me as an Orthodox Israelite, I don't celebrate his birthday on January 7th, December 25th at all. You do though.
No, we don't.
You said celebrate it on January 7th.
To the ancient calendar.
I don't.
Well, that's according to the ancient calendar that you don't have much knowledge about.
Show me, give me book, chapter, verse. We're supposed to celebrate his birthday. Give me book, chapter, verse. We're supposed to celebrate any birthday in the Bible.
It's not in your regular Bible. Those things like in manuscript.
What is it in?
It's in manuscript. It's in like
what's manuscript? What's the manuscript?
It's like the Apocrypha and all these different earlier books.
I have an Apocrypha. I have an Apocrypha. Yeah. So where in the Apocrypha can I read celebrating birthdays?
Just like how the Ethiopians celebrated, the young Christian.
We're not Ethiopian. That's the problem. In Zephaniah, I think it might be Zechariah. The Bible says, let me read this for you. You saying Ethiopians, that's crazy work. Talk about you Orthodox. This is Amos 9:7. It says, "Are ye not as the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord? Have I not brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? Behold, the eyes of the Lord are on this sinful kingdom." Being like the Ethiopians is a sin, but you just compared your belief to Ethiopians. What's your evidence?
Didn't Ethiopian adopt Christianity like in the apostolic times?
Christianity.
Didn't the eunuch adopt Christianity?
Christianity. Real. Stop talking, dude. Christianity is not in the Bible.
Well, Christ is in the Bible, and
Christ is in the Bible.
Once you know Christ,
Christianity
is just being a follower of Christ.
Let me disqualify you. Let me disqualify you. Sunday worship. This is what Christians keep: Sunday worship, Jesus' birthday, Easter, John's baptism. You don't got to keep God's law. Everybody could be saved. That is not in the Bible.
So let me ask you something. What day did Christ raise from the dead?
The third day.
And what day that was?
I believe it was.
On what day?
Okay, by today's calendar.
You believe. You say you believe.
Yeah, I wasn't
You
there.
are Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So you saying he rose on Sunday, or when they went to the tomb, he was already gone? Which one?
He said he rose early on the third day. Early means like say before 6 o'clock, and the visitors came like when the sun was
when you start rambling, it's going to irritate.
No, I ain't rambling. I
Wait.
want you to hear me.
When I say rambling, when Matthew's 28:1, it says, in the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary.
Dawn. What does dawn mean?
I don't know why you got to interrupt while I'm reading the scripture, though.
No, but you're saying on the dawn.
I don't know why you got to come. And you wait till the scripture is read and then ask.
Well, Cap, I know where you're going with
that. Hey. I was reading the scripture. Don't interrupt the scripture. You can ask about dawn. All I said was, can I read the scripture first? Thank you. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the door and sat upon it. His countenance was like lightning, and his raiment white as snow. And for fear of him, the keepers did shake and became as dead men. And the angel answered and said unto the women, fear not ye, for I know that ye seek Yahushua, which was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, as he has said. So now, you wanted to talk about dawn. Talk about dawn.
Dawn is when, like you said, the sun is about to come up. They came later in because after midnight is considered the next day, right? Am I mistaken or not?
No, well, in Hebrew culture,
after 12 now, as you know it. The other day, I'm asking you.
You can't interrupt me. You ask a question. This is the problem. This is why I say control your mouth, because you ask me a question, I go to answer. Yeah, you can't even control your mouth now. When you ask a question, I go to answer. You can't interrupt me while I'm answering it. And Hebrew culture, when the sun goes down, that's the start of a new day. When you're talking about the dawn would be like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. That would be like the normal dawn time, where it's like dawning on the new day, because a new day is darkness first, and then the light is coming. That's the dawn towards the new day. You can continue.
So in your understanding, when was he risen then?
He was already gone. What I'm telling you is he was already gone.
On the Sabbath, then he had to be in like what you know of the Sabbath. That's what a lot of people be saying. He risen on the Sabbath. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, based on his text, they came on the first day of the week to go see Christ, and Christ was already gone.
Right. On the other day, on the first day of the week. That's why it's called now on the Lord's Day.
That's not no.
Remember John on the island of Patmos on the Lord's Day?
Every day is the Lord's day out.
I understand, but that's the day. That's like the beginning of the new covenant, the New Testament. That breaks everything from the old to the new.
No, it don't break nothing. In the New Testament, do you still have to keep the law?
Not as it was.
Yeah.
You don't sacrifice animal.
You say what?
You don't sacrifice animal on the new covenant.
We will when Christ returns.
Why would you do that? Tell us, why would you do that, and Christ would be with you? Why would you want to sacrifice?
Because
you the temple. You're the temple. Why would you do that?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I just want your answer.
If you ramble again, I'm gonna hang up on you. So when you read, you can see that they keep in Feast of Tabernacles when in the New Testament when Christ returns. So you're keeping feast days that would require a sacrifice, that we would give a sacrifice. Like this, what you're talking about with Christ is a sin offering. What I'm talking about as far as sacrifices, like in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, the Passover is a sacrifice. That's not a sin offering. Now, we don't give that sacrifice. We don't have a standing temple to actually do that sacrifice. When we have the actual temple, there will be sacrifices that we would give. You understand now?
There ain't no temple. You're the new temple, Cap. I
appreciate it, man. You take it easy. We had a guy come online.
Dodge the bullet there.
Shut up, man. Shut up, yeah. Hey, we got a brother that says, don't drop a brother. That's his name. Don't drop a brother. It says they will need to connect their mic and camera before I can add you to the stream. So I'm only going to kick you because you keep joining, but you don't have the proper connection when you join. All right. James is still here. James, is there a reason that you're here? Your mic is muted. Oh, that's the young boy. Hey, y'all see how I got the young boy not up out of here, but you see how you got the young boy? Y'all don't understand. I remember everything. And I knew that boy's voice, and I went and played. I'm gonna make a clip out of him. Now, I did want to show y'all something interesting before we go, because we got about 10 minutes left, right? The black woman Sha'Carri Richardson shoving her boyfriend in at the airport, right? And so now the part about the argument is not it, but I want to show y'all the type of abuse that men have to take is diabolical sometimes. And what do I mean by that? Men get in arguments with women. Women goes crazy. When the police get involved, even though she's going crazy on you, you're not going to tell on her to the police because you know that would actually destroy her if you press charges. And so I want y'all to watch this. As I say that, I want y'all to watch this right quick. I want y'all to watch this. Stop screen, share screen. I want y'all to look at this, right? Let's bring this over. Let me see. So I want to do this where y'all ain't got to see all my damn messages and shit. You know, y'all so damn nosy. Here we go. Let me see what's that. Oh, no, not that. Y'all know there was a woman that died. I thought that was that. I thought that was the video. There's a woman that died trying to do some Nicki Minaj challenge. I don't know if y'all know about that. They dying over there. So as y'all see this video here, y'all see it says footage shows Sha'Carri, I believe I'm saying the name right, shoving her boyfriend. So we're going to play this video. Watch this. This is the video. In this video, you're going to see he's trying to walk away, being a good brother. Look, she hits him. Look, he's just trying to walk away from her. That's all he's trying to do. Walk away from her. God damn, you see how violent she is? Look at that. Now, if he would have hawked and hit her, they'd be throwing him away. Look. That's aggression. Now, after that, of course, the security comes, and as you can see, she's still doing it. Look at this video. This is crazy work right here, y'all. This is crazy work. Pushing on him all to the end. So now I'm going to read it. It says, the Shade Room obtained footage shows the altercation between Sha'Carri Richardson and her boyfriend, Christian Coleman, in an airport that led to her arrest. TMZ obtained the footage, say authorities approached Richardson and she claimed she did not assault Coleman. They later reviewed the footage and decided to arrest her. Coleman has stated he does not believe she should have been arrested. Now,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if like she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have like things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just like extending grace and mercy and love And
you see what he said?
I feel as if like I don't try to look at
see if I bring it back.
obstacles either. Like I just look at like situations like this to just like, you know, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you could do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And like, and I hate the narrative too of just like, you know what I'm saying, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation. But
this is how you know it's a lose-lose for that man right there is mentally abused and destroyed. Because at the same time that he's getting abused and punked by this woman is the same woman he got to now not press charges, can't say nothing, because he knows if he does something back, even though she's doing all that, if he was to react and attack her back, it would be over for him. You don't believe me? Let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. I want y'all to look at this here. Come here. Add the stage. Let's bring you down. I want y'all to watch this here. Make sure y'all can see. Yep, let's watch this. Let's watch this video.
Leans forward as she walks by. Janae flicks her left hand at him. She then heads to the elevator. Ray follows. Notice Janae seems to walk into the wall just before entering. Just before the doors close, a woman walks by. She does not seem to notice anything out of the ordinary. She never appears to look into the elevator. But from the inside, you can see the moment that woman walks by, something happens between Ray and Janae. He hits her with his left hand. As you can see, the doors are still open. As the doors close, she gathers herself and approaches Ray. In that moment,
I ain't justifying Ray knocking her out, but she hits him just like Sha'Carri hit Homeboy. Ray just wasn't having it. Now, let me show y'all something else. Let's stay right here in the YouTube world. Let me show y'all something else. Let's see if we can see this one. There's another elevator incident. This is Jay-Z and Solange. Let me see if we can skip up it. Look how she in his face. And what is he? Look at her. Look at her. How does a black man win in those scenarios? Because if Jay-Z hits her, Jay-Z ain't, he ain't doing what he doing right now. That's what black men go through. And that, like, I know black women get abused. Ain't nobody saying you don't, but don't nobody ever want to talk about the abuse that black men go through from black women. Because black women know that if this man does something, I have 911, I have the police, I have everybody. And what she also knows is that that same black man is not going to get her arrested, is not going to get her locked up, is not going to get her thrown in jail. Sha'Carri Richardson is a piece of shit for doing that in such a public setting. And that's the crazy part. She doing this in an airport. You want to know the official stance is that just keep your hands to yourself. A man shouldn't hit a woman shouldn't hit a man. But if you hit a man, you should know what comes with that. Most men are taught restraint, but some men ain't gonna have that restraint. That's why, Ray Rice ain't played football since he done that. Titus, I was gonna end on that. I didn't know if you had something you wanted to add.
I think that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the callers, everybody who tunes in with us every single weekend. Pay your tithes, watch Commander General Yohana's lecture, and buy some oils.
There you go. All right, y'all. So until next time, man, we'll see y'all next Thursday, 10 o'clock. Until next time, Shalom, Israel.